we're rolling. So, please, introduce yourself and your band.
I'm Carl. I play guitar in Crucial Times.
Who's Crucial Times?
It's the first straight edge band in Montreal in a long time. I don't know.
Tell me, Carl, what does a straight edge mean to you, first of all?
Well, like, I just, I got into hardcore because I thought, like, most people, like, at my high school, like, what they were into was, like, drinking and going to clubs and partying and stuff. So I got into hardcore, started going to shows, and, like, I just saw, like, I knew what straight edge was before. Like, I was into hardcore. I heard about it a while on the internet and stuff. But, like, it was just a natural evolution for me. Like, I was like, I got hardcore, I got my friends, I got a scene, I got like stuff to do, like I have like shows to go to and everything. Like, I don't need like drugs or booze or cigarettes or whatnot or any other shit like, any other of that stuff. I don't need that. So, and it just makes sense to me to claim edge. So it's been 10 months now, and there's like not an ounce of regret at all.
I know you're a young guy.
Yeah, I'm 17 actually.
Amazing. But, I mean, from your experience, why do you think there aren't too many straight edge bands or people really anymore, just in hardcore in general?
I don't know. I mean, like, I wasn't around like 2 years ago, like, because I'm still pretty new to the hardcore scene actually. But I heard there was a lot of straight edge people back in the early 2000s, even the 90s. Like, most people were actually straight edge, but I mean, like, it's not something that bothers me a lot that there's not a lot of straight edge people in Montreal. I really don't like mind or whatnot. It's just, decisions you take, and if you don't feel comfortable being, straight edge, or even if you are a straight edge for a while and you don't feel comfortable, or you don't feel like you that you need to call yourself straight edge anymore, I mean, it's better to like call it break edge or whatnot, and like still be true to yourself and what you feel, than just put up a front, like say, okay, I'm straight edge, but I hate being straight edge, but I just keep being straight edge because for the sake of being straight edge. Like, I never like was one to judge like anybody's decisions regarding that, and I just do it for myself, and I just like to write songs about it. But bottom line is like, our message is like, we are straight edge, and if you feel like you can relate to what we're saying, and if you feel like straight edge is a positive thing to you, then more power to you. But if it's not, like, don't bother, don't claim. I mean, if it's not for you, don't claim. It's plain and simple.
What are some things in society that you think people should pay more attention to? Causes, issues?
Bunch of stuff, man. I mean, like, homelessness, of course, politics, but that's the usual answer you'd expect to hear from a guy. Drug and alcohol abuse are a very big problem as far as I'm concerned, especially among the youth. Like, it seems that it's socially accepted, like to drink, or like drink. Yeah, it seems it's like socially accepted because. You go to a party, you're a guy, like, you'll see, like, people, come on, have a sip, like, have a shot or whatnot, and you're just like an outcast if you don't drink. Back like a while ago, you used to be like, you used to be an outcast if you drank a lot and did a lot of drugs. But how I feel anyway is like, now, if you drink and do drugs, you're just, you're normal, you're not like different from anyone else. You're just this, like, you conform,
The issue of conformity in hardcore. I know you haven't been around for a while,
yeah,
but it's just in society or in hardcore. What are the pros and cons of conformity?
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't like conform to anything. I just do what I like, and then like, if you say like, I like a lot of stuff that other people like, like, you look at the hardcore scene, people dress kind of similar. That's no lie, but like, if that's what they like, I mean, if they don't do it like for the sake of dressing like other people, like, or even a lot of other stuff, like, if people are straight edge for like just because all their friends are straight edge, then there's no point in being like into something, like if it's just for the sake of being like people. But if it's what you actually like and you find people that have the same interests as you, then you know that's cool. I mean, like I don't mind. You know, the whole fashion issue in hardcore too. Like people are like, oh yeah, fashion is taking over hardcore, but like it's okay to be fashion conscious. There's like absolutely no problem about that, as long as it doesn't like as long as it doesn't take away, you know, your attention from like the actual message and the music and the ideals and everything.
Cool.
That's how I feel.
I want to ask you about hardcore.
Yeah.
What albums really influenced you?
Well, like when I was younger, I was into like epitaph bands, like, you know, Pennywise and stuff like that. Then I started browsing on you know, the Epitaph website to look for some more bands. And I stumbled on a band called H2O, and I also like saw their video for One Life One Chance on Deux Trois Punk and on Music Plus like a couple of years ago. And you know, for me it was just punk rock. That was the same thing when I discovered Sick of It All, Agnostic Front, all the New York hardcore bands. You know, for me it was just punk. Then I learned about this whole like hardcore thing. You know, I was like, oh, I'll look more into that, and found all the other bands that I listen to now. And you know, so basically the first hardcore record I ever owned was Fashion in the World from H2O. And for me, like, it wasn't even a hardcore. It was punk. You know, it was punk rock. But I mean, I loved it. You know, for the second I put it in my like CD player, I loved it.
Cool.
Thanks to HARDTIMES.CA. Thanks to Size 'Em Up for all the cool shows around Montreal. Thanks to Excessive Enterprise for all the cool shows in Montreal.